Hey friends, hello, hello, and happy Wednesday. Hope you all are doing well. My name is Cynthia and I'm the owner of the Old Rusty Shed. And if you're watching this part, you are probably watching the replay, so make sure you say hello. And I would love if you would heart this video. That tells Facebook that, hey, there's something really cool going on over there and we need to invite more people. So I hope you guys have had a great week so far. So far, mine has been just wonderful. It is super sunny here today. We were supposed to get rain yesterday. We didn't. We were supposed to get rain today. We didn't. So now they're saying tomorrow. I really don't know. So we're just going to enjoy the sunshine for now. So like I said, when you come on, make sure you say hello. I'm going to make sure I turn on my hot glue gun. I'm on a little early today. I usually come on closer to 3, but I was actually ready. Sure, I forgot something, but it's a quick project, so I'm hoping that everybody sees the live and is able to join. So let me go over here. That's not what I want. Nope. Yes. Okay, there we go. Hold on, I gotta get a drink. All right, I hope everybody's having a great day. So we put some new kits in the shop. We will have some other new kits as well. But for now, these are the new ones, and this we will have more strawberry things coming, but this is just a cute little strawberry tag. It's only $5 in the shop, so make sure you include one of those. And there's some little pieces here that we're going to paint. But the first thing I want to do is I want to grunge up my ribbon here. I don't think we're going to need this much, so I'm going to just cut it in half. This is ribbon that I got when I was at the retreat in Nashville. Somebody included it in a package and it didn't have a name, so I can't even say who it was. But it's kind of like a polyester maybe. You could definitely coffee dye it, but I did not have time. Didn't plan to even do it actually. So I'm going to just use my Tim Holtz ink and kind of do that. So let me find this. I probably should use a brush. I don't want it to get too wet, y'all, because I have to dry it. So I'm going to get a paintbrush with just a little bit of water. And basically, I'm just going to paint this. I want it to be, well, that's probably way too dark. That's probably way too dark, but that's okay. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's not going to be perfect like if I coffee dyed it, but like I said, I wasn't that prepared. This is also a really wide piece of ribbon, and I'm not sure that I need it this wide, but you can always cut it down. But we're just gonna make it grungy here. The best way probably, in my opinion, to do Tim Holtz grunging, and this isn't the best way, is if you get, well, you know what, we can do it on a plastic bag. Let me grab one. Let me show you a different way. If you grab a plastic baggie and you put Tim Holtz ink on there, okay, just like this, it's probably going to be hard to see, but just smear some Tim Holtz ink on there. And then you can get, I used to do a spray bottle back in the day, but I don't have one. So then I'm just going to take water and go all over it. This is probably easier than what I was doing. I think I've showed you guys this before, but kind of just make it watery. And then just take your ribbon and just go through it. Back in the day, Tim had a like a Teflon kind of thing that you could buy, and I would do tags and stuff that way. Now this is going to be super wet and I'm going to have to dry it, and that's okay. But see, then it just makes it grungy if you need something quicker so you can see. I'm also going to need a tag. And so I'm going to go ahead while I have that out, and I'm going to go ahead and do a tag. You guys know I usually do my tags just using other stuff, but it's a good way to make it look old-timey besides just doing that. It's it's probably one of my favorite ways. I used to do this, like I said, a lot back when I used to scrapbook and all that. Me and my friend, we used to do junk journals and all that stuff. But it's like the way it looks, it just looks different. Okay, I got all that up. I'm gonna dry this real quick, just so it'll be a little flat. And we'll make a tag out of this. The painting will go super quick. Okay, so I'm gonna dry this a little. And y'all come on, tell me how your day is going. What are you guys doing? I'm gonna do my live real quick, and then I'm in charge of doing dinner tonight. And I'm trying a new recipe, so yay me. We'll see how it turns out. So this is gonna be still a little wet, but it's okay. It's not sopping wet. And then we'll let it dry. But see how it makes it grindy? And it has all the places where it's like really dark. So if you don't have time to coffee stain, or maybe you forgot, or maybe you just don't even like to do it, you can definitely use the Tim Holtz ink. Okay. Let's get to, that's wet. We'll let it dry. Okay, so here is your tag. And again, it's a cute little strawberry tag. And then you have all your pieces. Now, I don't know what happened to my box that had this on it. I'm sure I put it where I would remember. I didn't remember. So, when we get to this part, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that part. We'll just stick it right on here. All right, so you have your 2 pieces to your strawberries. Now, these holes are cut out, okay? So, when you put your fruit on here, it's going to be brown unless you paint this. So we're gonna paint this back part, we're gonna paint it black, okay? Or white, you could do white, whatever color you want your seeds. I'm gonna do them, I think I'm gonna do them black, which I did not grab. I might have to do them white. I prefer black seeds, but if you don't paint behind there, it's going to, you know what, I'm gonna get black. Here's my black, hold on. If you don't paint behind there, then whatever color your wood is, which is a light brown, sorry you guys, my chair's not rolling, it's gonna show through that. So you wanna make sure that you paint the back of there, okay? All right, so these are gonna be red. And guys, you can make your strawberries whatever color you want. These are the green part, the stem. So we're gonna paint this green. Then they each come with 2 little flowers on there. Did I grab the color for my flowers? I did not. And then this is the center of the flower. So I'm doing my little flowers. I'm gonna do pink. I gotta find that, so hold on. I forgot to grab my pink. But you can make them any colors you want, you guys. Any colors. I've seen people make strawberries the color purple. It's like, it's whatever you want to do. And I'm gonna have to wipe my nose for a minute, so I apologize to anybody watching. Make sure you say hello. Okay. Let me get this out of here. I don't want it sitting. I don't want it sitting. Okay. Here we go. All right, so let's do, then you have your little round piece here, and you have like, it's supposed to look like a little piece of lace that goes on the bottom of your tag. We're gonna do those in the color Iced Coffee by Folk Art. So we have some amazing colors here. Yes, okay. I'm just going through my colors, you guys, making sure I have everything. All right. Oh, I didn't get my little paper. Well, I guess I came on early and I still wasn't prepared. Shocking. I know, it's shocking. So I will be painting this with sponges. So the colors I'll go through as I do them. This is Americana Deep Burgundy. That's the red I always use. The green, we're going to use the celery green from Americana as well. This is about empty, y'all. Okay. Then we're going to use, the pink I always use is Warm Beige by Americana. You guys could even make your strawberries pink. You can make them white. You can do anything that you want to do. That's what I'm telling y'all. And then we're going to do Iced Coffee by Folk Art. That's going to be the color of our little ring and of this part. Our background is going to be white, I think. Because you guys know how I can always change my mind. Part of me wants to do the background this color and do the other part white. And now that I'm looking at my color palette, I think that's what I want to do. And the white that I'm using today is Buttermilk by Americana. So it's an off-white color. It almost has like a yellowy color to it. So can you guys see? I can't, yeah, you can see my palette down there. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna grab, because these are all teeny tiny, I always save the ends when I cut off my sponges. Well, that's not a very good example. And I just throw everything in this little dish, and then I just grab them out and use them. So I know for sure I'm gonna do red first on my strawberries. You can definitely use a paintbrush. I've done that before. You guys know that. But it's easier if you use a makeup sponge. But if you prefer to use a paintbrush. I'm sorry guys, sound like somebody knocked on my door. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody. I opened my curtain just in case. I think it's my kitty cat making noise. I think it's Miss Maggie. Okay. So we're going to do this. Again, I'm going to need some more red. Hopefully y'all can see. I just noticed my jacket back there on the floor. No, it's on the bubble wrap. Okay. We are switching seasons here in northern Indiana, so my jackets and stuff are getting ready to go up. And I always keep a light sweater out because you just never know. But my heavier jackets are going up. So I'm going to do 2 coats on here. I will tell you, when you use the sponges, less paint on them is better. And then you don't get so much paint or no paint on the sides. So it's totally up to you. But if you don't want the added expense of buying makeup sponges, say you don't paint that often, or you're just used to using paintbrushes, you definitely can do that. So, all right, so there is that. And then we're going to do green next. Green, we're gonna do our little leaves and vine here. Guess we could do the flowers white instead of pink. That would really be pretty, probably. Even though I put pink out already. I could do the inside pink. Sometimes I change my mind. If you guys, just like y'all. I don't know, maybe you don't change your mind. All right. There is that one, just like that. And we will definitely put 2 coats on these. Just like that. If we are going to paint this brown, then I'm painting this white. I think I am going to paint my flowers white. Okay, so these right here are done. So once something is done, I'm going to move it off of here. It makes it easier to paint it, and I don't run the risk of hitting it with white. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to do white here. And then we'll do the brown iced coffee on, I want to move these, the iced coffee on the background. This is definitely going to be sort of summery, patriotic. It's going to be super cute, I think. My fingers, y'all, my fingers. Okay. Now I'm debating on doing that blue, but I don't think I am. I was going to do it the dark blue, the midnight blue that I use. But since we have blue in the ribbon, I think I'm going to be okay. My fingers. If I paint those white, I think they'll look pretty, and then we could always do the inside pink. Y'all, make sure you get this cute little tag when you check out with your order, because it's super adorable. And it's easy. Something easy to paint. If you're like, okay, well, what am I going to use a tag on? Okay, well, you could sit it in a tiered tray. You could, if you do dough bowls, if you do vignettes, if you do just have it leaning on something on a shelf. If you have a pegboard, you can hang it from there. Okay, I'm going to do the white again. Like I said, it's something cute and it's something simple. If you have grandkids, you could definitely, you know, depending on their age, you could let them paint one of these and put their name on it. That would be super cute. Or kids. So, all right. And I'm going to do the center white. So I need to paint. No, I'm doing the center pink. That's okay. All right, we'll do this white. I don't know what color flowers are on strawberries, or even if it has flower. I mean, it has to have a flower at some point, right? But I don't know what color they are. Because everything that has a fruit had to flower, right? At some point. Okay, I'm going to dry this real quick so I can repaint the white. Y'all are quiet today, and that's okay. Is this No Word Wednesday? You know, I was going to do my live once a week like that where I don't talk, and there's no way, even if nobody's watching me, I'm always chit-chatting with myself, so hey. Plus, I know a lot of you watch the replay. Okay, just like that. Whee! Now my fingers are stuck. It's brand new sticky tape. All right, let's go back over this, just like that. Oi. Trying to see if I need more on this. I think I'm good. Okay, then let's go back over with our pink. This is the centers of our flowers. So we're doing that part pink. And I think that'll look really pretty with the red strawberries. Okay, let's dry this. Okay, if you want to sand, now would be a good time while it's on here. That way you're not like ripping up your fingers. I know for me, I will rip my fingers up on little stuff like this. So I'm just gonna go over them. If you don't want the sanded look, you do not have to do it. One of the strawberries is bigger than the other strawberries, you can see. This I'm okay with doing. It's a little bit bigger. Give it that old rusty look. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move that. Here's our little inserts to our flowers that we painted pink. And these are the little leaves that go on top of your strawberry. And we're gonna sand this up. Sand. And I want a lot of that wood to show on this one. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but sorry, that went out of focus. You can see it on the edges when you sand like that. Then we got to do our strawberries. Same thing, sanding across them. It always, when you sand, it gives it a worn look. And I'll show you when I hold this up the difference. And you may not like this look, and that's a-okay. But there's how it looks sanded, and here it looks not sanded. So it depends on what your style is. It depends. Maybe you don't like that and you just want to paint it, and that's fine. It's totally up to you. And so now you can see that one filed as well. Okay. So again, when we do this and you put your strawberry down, it's going to show whatever color you have through there. So we're going to paint that part black on ours. So let me do that first. I need a smaller brush than this. And I'm afraid if I use a sponge, I'm going to get where I don't want to get. So I'm going to use this one. Okay, black. I don't think seeds on strawberries are black. I think they're white, but I've always done them black, just like the watermelon. You do whatever color you want to do. And you're just going to stay inside this line. So if you look, right, you only need to paint inside of here. Try not to go outside of it, because you are going to, you're going to paint that brown. This probably right here might be the hardest part if you don't like painting on just flat surfaces like this. Also, you don't have to go all the way to the edge, because if you look, the little holes don't go all the way to the edge, so you'll be fine. So just kind of go around it like that. And when you're done, before you glue or before you put your paints to the side, you can always check and see. If you go up on this green part here, on the where the leaves go, it's okay, because that leaf is going to cover it. But you definitely want, otherwise if you don't do this step, your seeds will be brown under there. And again, if you're okay with that, then I would just skip this step. But I'm not even going up to the line, because I know those seeds don't go all the way to the edge. And just follow it around, bring it down. Brown would probably look really pretty on here. It wouldn't even really matter, to be honest, but I will be able to see it. And if I can see it, then I want to make sure that it's painted the way I want it. So got to remember to not go all the way to the edge because there's no holes all the way to the edge. So if you look at these, so they're cut, but there's definitely not all the way to the edge. Okay. And guys, if you are talking to me, Facebook is not showing me comments. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. Facebook will do that sometimes. I don't know why. It gets excited when it tells me I'm a conversation startist, and then sometimes it doesn't show me comments. Even if you guys comment on the replay, it'll show me like a week later. Or sometimes it doesn't show me at all. But if you come here and you comment on the live or you comment on the posts, and that's with anybody's page, you're telling Facebook this is something you like and you want to see, and therefore you'll get it more in your feed. If you come here and you just watch, it may not show you and you might miss something that you really want to see, even if you have notifications on. Why? I have no idea. That, my friend, I do not know. If I knew that, well, I would tell everybody, but I don't. All right, let me go ahead and wipe that off. I'm gonna put my black back on. And then I'm gonna dry this because we have to paint the background. And we're gonna paint it this color, the brown, the iced coffee from Folk Art. Now I'm going to use my bigger brush and hopefully be okay. So all of that you see on there, that's a guide, okay? So that's just a guide where you put things down when you go through and put your strawberry on there. Oh, that's the bigger one, the smaller one, your strawberry. So that's all that is. So by painting over it, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. It'll still show, it's just going to cover it up a little bit, but you'll still be able to find it, I promise. Okay, so I have been painting the edges of my things lately. And on the inside of the circle right here. And I'm liking that. Normally I don't paint the edges, but I have been lately, and I really like it. I don't know why. And then I go back and sand it, you know, so. If this was a dark color like black, I wouldn't even worry about it because it wouldn't even show. And I don't paint it perfect on the sides because I want it to look like it's old and worn, so. And as I paint and I get less and less paint, that's when I go to the side. Otherwise, you'll have this big gloppy mess. And then I'm gonna come in as close as I can without going over that black, because that line on there is where your strawberries sit. So you definitely wanna make sure you get over there. Hopefully you guys can see me. It looks like my camera is off a little. Looks like I'm further away from you guys than should be. I don't know if that helps or not. I don't know. Sorry guys. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I know on a cell phone it probably looks different. Ooh, I just went into the black. That's okay. It's not going to show much. I have to hold this up when I paint, you guys. Which maybe you're okay. Maybe you can see better when I hold it up. But you want to make sure you at least go up to that line, because your strawberry is going to sit right on that line, right on that engraved part. So you definitely want to make sure you, whatever color you paint, that you go up to that. You could make this really super easy and just paint the whole thing black. If you wanted your strawberry seeds black, that is. Okay. Okay. And we're going to do this side. And like I said, you just want to go right up against that engraved part, because that's where your strawberry is going to sit. I'm going to dry this real quick, because I have to hold it to paint the other side. And y'all know it's gonna need, 2 coats. I went into the black again, but it's okay. It's only the seed that you barely see, but you can see it. So make sure you choose whatever color you want. Whatever color you want your seeds to be. Mine are gonna be black on my strawberry. Okay, then we need to go, I just touched that with my finger. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to go inside here. I probably need to use that smaller brush, so I'll come back and grab my smaller brush for that. You guys know we're going to sand and grungy this all up, so it's going to look super cute. And then once I get this painted and dried, I will hold this up, because I know a lot of you watch the replay once you get the project, and I try to remember to hold things up so that way you guys can see what it looks like close up and where you need to paint and all the things. Go, I'm just making my round 2 over here. I'm trying to figure out where to hold this so I don't get paint all over. It's not working out so well. Okay, let me dry it and then I'll see where else I have to do the sides inside there. I don't know if I have to do it inside there, so let me look. Let's see. Let's see where our strawberries hit. Because you definitely don't want, you know, it looking cray-cray. You don't want it showing any, you know, of the wood part. And I think we're good, maybe. Oh no, I definitely got to do in between there. Oh wait, maybe not. Hold on. Let me look. We're perfect. We don't have to paint anymore. So we are good. So now let me hold this up so you guys can see. Like I said, I know you guys like to watch the video. So this is what I painted. Now, again, you can paint, the black part here is what's going to show on your strawberries, okay? Whatever color you put. If you don't paint that, it's going to be the color of the wood. So it's totally up to you what you want to do. And somebody's here at my house. Hold on. Wait. Okay, it's just my son. Okay. I thought I heard somebody earlier knocking, so, and they all have keys, so they're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and sand this. I am sanding the black, just like I would anything else. Edges. This is going to be very, very worn on the edges. Okay. Grab my towel here, get rid of that residue. And so that's what it looks like sanded. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, now let's glue. Let's glue our things on, and then we are going to put a ribbon on it, and I think I'm going to put a tag. Okay. I almost forgot to ink, y'all. I almost forgot to ink. Y'all know I like my ink. I like everything to look grungy. Skip this step if you do not like that. You don't have to do every little square inch. I leave some of it open. My strawberries are definitely going to have a little more grunge on the top and bottom. Again, these are fake, okay? You don't want to eat strawberries that actually have all that yucky. Okay, there's that. And then we're going to grunge up our tag. This had water on it, so it's very potent right now. Guys, if you grab this kit and you make one, I would love if you would share it on our page when I have the sharing post, or you can always send me a message. I know some people have said they do not like their stuff being on public pages like this, and I totally get that. So you can always send it to me and just say, hey, I wanted you to see it. That's what would be perfect. And then I always do once up. That way it doesn't look just so stark. All right. So it looks just like that. And then we are going to put this together. So let's put our little one on first. I don't know that it matters. It does matter if your glue works or not. Sometimes it gets a little stuck, so I just keep a paper clip, just stick it down in there, and then I just take a little spongy and just wipe off that glue so it doesn't get a buildup, and then I just throw it back in there. I don't craft every day or use the glue every day like I used to. So, okay, there's that. It's over here. Okay. So this is going to go on here. And then this is the leaf that goes up top. And again, I'm just putting glue on ever so slightly, sparsely. Is it sparsely? Sparsely? Okay. Then I'm going to look and make sure it's on where it's supposed to be. You have those guidelines. Before I make any final decisions about it, though, I'm going to go ahead and put my big strawberry on. Just like that. Oh, this is so stinking cute. I love strawberry stuff, y'all. And if you are over on Whatnot, it's a hot commodity over there. Old stuff from the 80s. My goodness. Okay, so there's your strawberries. So cute. Okay, we're gonna glue our little tag round on. And I'm sure I got it off centered. And then this goes on the bottom just like this. Guys, if you want the link for this, I will put it in after my live, or you can just comment that you want the link, because I don't think I put it in the description. I think I forgot. Okay, hello. Isn't that adorable? And then, okay, so your bigger one goes here. Now, you don't have to put these on at all. If you're like, oh, I don't want that. You don't have to. You can just put them or you could put them up here if you don't want them on the strawberries. Know that I want it on the strawberry. I mean, I know that's the whole point, right? It looks funny if I don't have them both on there, in my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but the holes are about the same. I mean, the little dots, so I don't think there's a real big difference in that. I think just the petals are what's smaller. Okay, so far that's what we have. This would look really cute with polka dots, but I'm not gonna polka dot it. We're gonna get our grungy blue, and we're gonna get red. And somehow we're gonna make a bow. I think I wanna make the bow out of this. Okay, let me try something first. Oh, we were gonna do a tag. Trying to think what I want the tag to say. I think I want the tag to say USA. Even though it's strawberries, we all know, I mean, you could just put berry on there, right? You could put whatever you want. Sometimes I crunch these up. Hold on, this is not straight on the bottom. That's not straight either, but. My tags are almost never perfect when I make them like this, and that's how I like it. That's the way, Sorry, going back to the 70s. I like it, Put my hole in there. Where is my Sharpie? And then I like to take my marker and do little dashes around the edge. Any little thing that you can do, if you like primitive or country or farmhouse style, will add to the cuteness of it. If this is going to be over here, I want it to say USA. U.S. And I always do a small a. Well, they're all technically small, but yes, you. And I'm sorry, it's backwards. Facebook does not want you guys to see it forward for some reason. Okay. So I usually use jute, but I'm thinking I'm going to do this red today. And this will be on my Whatnot sale. So if you are going to my Whatnot sale, it will be available. So the way I do mine is you just take your fabric, your ribbon, whatever, find the middle, make a loop, stick the loop from the front to the back, pull this loop up, push these through the front of that loop to the back. But then if you're going to add a bow, you want to leave space. So don't pull it yet. Then we're going to put our bow. Like I said, I don't think I need this whole thing. I'm probably going to wish I hadn't did that. Then you just make like a cancer awareness bow. Okay, just like that. Wherever it crisscrosses, you're going to grab that. You're going to put it flat. And then you're going to squish. And I've done videos on that, you guys. You can always go back and look. Just like that. Then this is when you pull it, because you want to make that tight on there to hold your bow. Now your bow can sit on top, your bow can go down here. It's totally wherever you want your bow. I have yet to decide on this one. So I'm going to fiddle around with it for a minute. It's probably going to sit on top. That's usually what I do. And then I'm going to pull it super tight. And that's how your bow is going to look, just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to cut this because I don't want it to go over that cute little, the vine part of it. I was trying to find the word there. Sorry, guys. Menopause. I mean, it's going to go over it a little bit, but super cute like that. Okay. Then I need to put my USA on here. Normally I would stick it in with that, but I think I'm going to somehow put it on with jute. I say somehow because I don't really know. Hey, where's my jute? Well, this isn't good. My jute is not here. How do you lose a whole thing of jute? Hey, John, can you come here real quick? I'm on my live, but can you help me find my jute? Hubby's home and he's gonna help me. Do you see it anywhere? Maybe up there? I put it right here when I'm done. Huh? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I found it. I found it, friends. All right. I think I'm going to just do it the same way. I'm going to stick it through there. I'm just going to come up on the side. Oh, but I have to have this first. Hold on. Hey, did you go check the mail? Huh? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put that tag on and then put this through. So we'll technically have two little tags, and that's okay, you guys. This will look super cute this way, I think. If not, I'm going to take it off. Yeah, that'll be cute on there. It covers up the little circle, though. That's the only thing I don't like, is it covers up the circle. Decisions. Okay, I'm gonna push this through the back here. This will be the hardest part. I said it was coloring the black seeds, but it's not, it's this. Okay. Oh, I should have just did it through one. Oh yeah, that's super cute right there. But let me make sure I get this. Oh, I should have just did it through one. But that's okay. I'm gonna hot glue that so it kind of stays. It's not gonna stay perfect, but it'll stay good enough, at least through a season, right? A couple of seasons. But I definitely want that round little circle to show. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to just tie this with a little knot. And someone can use this in their tag, in their vignette or whatever. I don't even know what we're calling them anymore. Okay, and just like that. And then I'm gonna rag that top so it doesn't look all fresh. And y'all, that is it. I think it turned out super cute. Super cute, isn't it cute? And I'm sorry the USA is backwards for y'all. If you like this, make sure you grab a kit. They are on the website and they are under the summer patriotic little link. And like I said, after the video, I'll put it on there, but I love how it turned out. I think it's super cute. I just added the tag extra. So let me know in the comments what you guys think and what colors would you do. I think you could totally put some little white polka dots on there, and I think it would turn out super cute as well. But I think I'm gonna leave it just the way it is. So I hope y'all have a great night. I love y'all, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.